but we're running out of time, so we'll go through it. And then 这个是等一下 little good news for you. 等一下我们会有 lucky draw， 我们会投出5个 lucky winners。这 Touch and Go e-wallet 来的。All you have to do is just to follow CourseMap 的 IG， share 这一个 post 在你的 IG story， and then tag 3个朋友在 comment section below。OK， 然后等一下你就可以有机会赢取我们 Touch and Go e-wallet 了。我们有5份 ，OK。So later I hope it's you 啦。And 这个是我们今天的 ID。等一下我们就会有讲解这个 program， 然后给你去 explore 一下 hotel culinary 到底是做些什么样的东西的。Alright， 你等下有什么问题的话，你可以 directly 问 the lecturers，or 如果你拍写的话，你可以 text 我 ，and 我可以把那个 message 转给那个 lecturer。Alright， so without further ado, let's welcome the representative of Taylor's University. Over to you.
嘿，谢谢嘉怡。So 很荣幸的，就是台海大学 Taylor's University 呢被邀请在今天的这个 Try and See， 让在座的各位在座的同学们呢更了解关于 Hospitality、Tourism and Event Management。So 很像嘉怡所说，当然你做心理测验这些的话都是可以有帮助到你少许，可是个人觉得最有效的其实是真的去体验的，真的去了解。其实，这个 hospitality 是读什么的 ，tourism 读什么的 ，event management 是读什么。当你更了解的时候呢，你就会更懂得这个是读什么的。尤其是在这2年的时候，很多可能学生都会有点抗拒。在今天呢，我们很荣幸呢，你可以看到很多老师的阵容。因为在台海大学是有很多不一样的课程然后主要的现在我要讲的是我们要换channel， 我们会从中文换去英文。因为在大学的时候呢，你会讲英文啦。现在我们就让我换去英文。once again, thank you so much, CourseMap, for inviting us for this event, to allow us to share with you what it is like to study in general hospitality, tourism, and event management, and in Taylor's University itself. So a lot of people may not know, or a lot of students, or a lot of you may not know Taylor's tourism, event management, and hospitality. And of course, also Culinary. So it's actually ranked 17 in the world according to QS World Ranking by subject. So all this detail later on, of course, will be shared more and more by all of our academic staff here today. So this whole session is divided into 2 main parts. So the first part is a sneak peek. It's like a trial or sneak peek of classes, what it is like to study in Taylor's hospitality, tourism, and also event management. So today there will be 3. So now let me introduce 3 lecturers from Taylor's that is going to share with you these 3 programs in general. So up first will be Mr. Chiu Boon-Tian. He is our senior lecturer at Taylor's. So mainly for him, he'll be sharing or so-called having a sneak peek of the trial classes for hospitality. Then followed by Dr. Chia. So Dr. Chia is also our senior lecturer in hospitality, tourism, and event management schools. And he will be somehow sharing on tourism management. And then followed by Miss Ng Wai. So she will be sharing on the event management. So without further ado, let me bring the stage to Mr. Chiu. So Mr. Chiu will be sharing a sneak peek on the trial classes or what it is like to study hospitality in general and in Taylor's itself. So over to you, Mr. Chiu.
Hi, thank you, Joe. And also thank you, CourseMap, for providing the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mr. Chiu, and one of the hospitality lecturers in Taylor's University. All right, so for today, basically, since I only have 15 minutes, so what I'm going to do is I will share a video with every one of you here. All right, so it's going to be 4 minutes kind of video. So after you watch this video, I have 5 questions to all of you. All right, just 5 very simple questions. All right, but you need to really focus on the video so that later you can answer it properly. Yeah. All right. So let me share screen. Okay. So I'm going to play this video. If you all can't hear or it doesn't display well, please let me know.
Norway's Arctic Circle. Overlooking thousands of islands, this is one of the most beautiful, unspoiled, natural oases on the planet. Land of myths and legends between aurora lights and midnight sun. A spectacular contrast of carved fjords, mountains, and lowlands. Rising out of the ocean, towering cliffs are cornering Europe's most astonishing coastline of deep fjords. Norway is a land of white sandy beaches and emerald lagoons. Beauty of this place is staggering. City of Bodo is gateway of the north. It's also a home of the world's most powerful maelstrom that keeps the gates of the astonishing Skjærstadfjord, Saltstraumen. Not far from Bodo, along the fjord, there is magnificent Svartisen Glacier, Europe's lowest lying glacier. That is a backdrop of the world's first energy positive hotel inside the Arctic Circle. Svart Hotel. Offering its future guests 360 degrees panoramic view on glacier, fjord, and surrounding mountains. Planned to be open in 2022. Svart is the world's first hotel designed under the energy positive standard of Powerhouse Alliance. Svart is able to reduce its annual energy consumption by 85% compared to other hotels. Technologies implemented rendered this hotel as one of the most environmentally sustainable destinations in the world.
All right. Okay. Let me go back to this one. Stop share. Okay. Yeah. How is the video? Why I choose this video basically because this is it's one of the world's first hotel actually claimed to be they are using this energy positive. Yeah. And then, as we know, the scenery in what we call in Norway is very beautiful. Yeah, the first thing. And what else? It's actually, this hotel actually is designed by a very well-known architecture firm. All right. Yeah, definitely I'm not going to tell you the name of the of this architecture firm, because that is one of my question later on. Yeah. So that will be one of the question of it. And what else? For this hotel, yeah, and the most important thing is the designs. Yeah, the design of it and everything. Okay, and then now I'm going to share with you one of these the code, yeah, the code, so that you can log into it and answer the questions. Yeah, answer the question. Okay, let me share the screen again. Right, so yeah. So student, I hope that you can take your handphones, okay, and scan this what we call this barcode, the QR code. So if once you have scanned, please let me know. Then we can start the game very soon. Yeah, we can play this, answer the questions. It's a very fun kind of questions. Yep. Okay. Let me stop sharing.
Vulcan,
Yes.
it says that the presenter has to activate it.
Oh, okay. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Let me stop share. I think I yet to activate it. Okay. Where is it? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 students are actually join the game. Only 10 students are already joined the game. So I will share the code again. Maybe some of you are yet to scan this QR.
Can you project the link? The code.
Sorry, where is it? Let me share this QR code again. Maybe some of the students are yet to scan this. Okay, good. So I think most of the students are already here. Very good. I'm going to start the game now. Please focus on your phone. Question number 1. Okay, very well. Can see that. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. I will share the results. Okay, so from here can see that 8 students actually answered correctly. Yeah, correctly. It's actually located at northern Norway. All right, so we will continue with the second question now. Okay. So from here we can see that yeah, magical unicorn. Yeah, it's actually the fastest. Second, Grace Kelly. Very well. Okay. Let's continue with question number 2. That corroborates with one of the most All right. So got 5 students answer correctly. Yeah, it's actually what we call, they are actually corroborates with the world most famous architecture firms called Soheta. Okay, and then now I will proceed with question number 3. Wow, you can see that magical unicorn still in the first place. Yeah. Then continue with CC, then Sherry. Then here you go. Question number 3. Slot schedule to open in here. Wow, most of you get it correctly. 2022, very good. Wow, you can see that CC is coming out, then Sherry and Magical Unicorn. So 3 of them are actually, we are really focused with the video just now. Excellent. All right, I think we have one more question to go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I think I need to go back to just now. Can see that number 1 are actually CC, Sherry, then the Magical Unicorn. All right. That's all. That's all from me. And I hope that you all enjoyed the session with me. Then I will pass to Dr. Chia for the second sessions.
Thank you very much. You need to unshare. I think you need to unshare.
Oh, yeah, correct. Just 1 minute.
Let me.
Are you able to share now, Dr. Chia?
Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Student, please go and join this. Please scan your QR code. So let's look. I mean, use another platform to play some games. Just scan. Just scan and are you able to log in now? Let me scan as well so that we can play together, although I know the answer. Just to make sure it is correct. Are you able to log in, students? Are you able to log in?
Yeah, it's working.
It's good. It's working. Okay. Now, I'm interested to know, what is your favorite hotel? I mean, the holiday destinations. Can you share with me? Taiwan. Okay. We have what? We have Taiwan. We have Redang. Okay. We have Redang, Japan, Europe. What else? What else? Taiwan. Okay. Japan and Taiwan seems to be quite famous among the students. Any other? Hokkaido. Hokkaido is also part of Japan. China. Okay. China. We have China. We have Thailand, of course. Seoul. Okay. So Dr. Lisa mentioned about Seoul. in Korea. Okay, what else? Come. Okay. What else? We have 16 students registered, and now currently we have 10 students or participants. Okay, please. Any other destinations? Okay. Now, fine. Let's look at the what they call the word cloud. It appears that Japan and China, as well as Taiwan, are popular holiday destination among the participants. Now, let me stop. Let me go to the next questions. Okay, which type of tourism involves travels to places historically associated with death and tragedy? Maybe you visit a tomb, or you visit, like some people say, Genting Highland. Okay, so Genting Highland, a lot of ghosts. Okay, so in among the four questions, among the four answers, which one you think that dark tourism? Okay, dark tourism. What else? Silver. Nobody mentioned about silver or pink. Nobody. Okay. Let me stop now. Let me close the poll. Okay, the correct answers would be dark tourism. Okay, dark tourism is not really famous in Malaysia. Although we have many what they call the dark tourism site. Genting is one example. And for those who have heard a lot of story about ghosts, but then when we talk about dark tourism, it is not only associated with ghosts. Okay, it's also visit those battlefield, like in Japan, for instance. Okay, if you remember that sometime earthquake, they probably have a memorial, what you call the places or event. So this is what we call the dark tourism. Well done, 81.82%. Okay, now let us look at the other questions. Okay. Let me choose. Any idea how many destinations in Malaysia are listed on the UNESCO World Heritage list? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Three. Okay, another two most participants, please answer. Because now we have only 10 participants out of 12. Okay, so the correct answer is 4. Okay, so 4. So if you look at the UNESCO World Heritage Site in Malaysia, we have 4. And I believe that most of you will visit Penang, if you know about Penang. And Penang is a very famous World Heritage Site in Malaysia. And of course, Penang is the nomination is based on the 2 destinations, Penang and Malacca. That's one, under one category, one destination. And then we have archaeological heritage of Lenggong Valley in Perak. I don't know how many of you are here from Perak. And so Lenggong Valley is recently, recently nominated at the latest list. And that is for the cultural heritage. Not to forget, we also have the nature heritage. So nature heritage, only 2 in Malaysia. And number 1, Kinabalu Park. I don't know how many of you have been to Kinabalu. Kinabalu Park is one of the heritage site. And number 2, we have Mulu National Parks. And Mulu National Park is in Sarawak. And so these are the 4 UNESCO heritage sites in Malaysia. Now let's move on to the next questions. Okay. Which country has a dragon on its flag? Which country has a dragons? Sometimes you will see flag, the national flag with the chicken, with like if you look at Malaysia, we have the moon and we have stars. But which country has a dragon? Which country has a dragon on its flag? Any idea? Bhutan? What else? What else? Bhutan. Okay, Bhutan. Or say Bhutan. Any other answer? Or Bhutan. Wales. But Wales, we don't consider Wales as a country. But anyway, Qing dynasty. Wow, we are talking about dynasty. Okay, we are talking about the now. Okay, which country? Now only 5 students answer. Malta. Okay, then 6. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Are you sure that Sri Lanka, the animal, what they call is it a dragon? Sri Lanka. What else? Sri Lanka. What else? What else? What else? Come on, come on. Get 1 more student to answer. Okay, 9. Okay, thank you very much. If you look at the answers, right, most of the participants, they mentioned about Bhutan. Okay, so the answer is yes, correct, Bhutan. Okay, so Bhutan is, I would say it is not a very big country. And of course, it's a Buddhist country. Some people say that Bhutan is quite, it's not developed, okay, because it is very small. And then the people are focused, they focus on the happiness. Okay, if you look at today, a lot of countries, they talk about if you want to be happy, you need money. Okay, but then you need to develop economics. But in Bhutan, it's totally different story. Okay, their governments concern the people well-being. Meaning to say that today you are not happy. So no use if you earn millions, no use. Okay, so they focus on the happiness. Okay, they see happiness as the main indicators. So I think most of you got it correct. So Sri Lanka, just now 1 student mentioned about Sri Lanka, right? So actually the animal is, if I'm not mistaken, is lion. Okay, it's lion. And Wales, as I mentioned, yes, it's a dragon, but we don't really call Wales as a country. Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to the next one. Hold on. Okay. I think most of you will know this and know the answer. Which country is the smallest country in the world? Any idea which country is the smallest country? And how small is this country? Any idea? Nobody answer? Vaticans. What else? Okay, both participants mentioned about Vaticans. Vatican City actually same, Vatican and Vatican City. Okay, all of you mentioned about Vaticans. Any other answer? Any other answer? No. Okay, the answer correct. You got the correct answer. So how small is this country? So this country is only 825, estimate like about less than 900 population. Okay, imagine your school. Okay, imagine your school probably more students than this country. Okay, and it is very, very small in terms of size, like it is 0.44 square kilometer. Very small. And then there's no prisons. And there's no prison in this country. However, the crime rate is among the highest in the world. But you will probably wonder, you're talking about how come it's one of the highest crime rate, but there's no prisons. And so then you have to look at the law and regulations. Now, how small again? I think most of you have taken the rail, the rail. The rail track is only 300 meters. It's 300 meters. And this destination is the only country to be designated as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Because just now, if you remember, I mentioned that Penang, I talked about Malacca as a World Heritage Site. But surprisingly, this country is the only country that is designated as World Heritage as a country. There's no like, for example, Malacca, Penang, it's not Malaysia. Like for example, if we use Malaysia as an example, we don't designate Malaysia as a heritage site. So the whole country is a World Heritage Site. Now, let us move on to the next questions, but probably the last questions. So the ancient Ma-Meri tribe sometimes refers to as the Masman of Malaysia. It's one of the 18 indigenous communities living in Malaysia. Do you know where you can find them? Do you know where you can find them? Ma-Meri, the Masman. Sabah, Sarawak, okay, majority of you mentioned Sabah, Sarawak. Any other answers? Any other answers? Only 2 participants. 3, okay, Sabah, Sarawak. 4, now we have only 4 participants. Where? I think most of you from the Klang Valley, right? Where? Any idea when you talk about the tribe or indigenous communities? Sabah, Sarawak, nobody mentions Selangor or Perak. Don't forget, in the peninsula, we have indigenous community, Even in Selangor, we have indigenous, what they call a community in Perak. And we also have indigenous people, not only in Sabah, Sarawak. So nobody mentioned about Sarawak, the Selangor and Perak. Nobody. So let me close the poll and I tell you the answer. The correct answer is Selangor. So where you can find them? The Cary Island. So probably you ask me, where is Cary Island? Do we have island in Selangor? Yes, the place itself called Cary Island. So if you don't know where is Cary Island, right? So you probably can ask your parents. Maybe your parents also don't know where is Cary Island. But when I say if you go to what do you call that? Kampong Bagan Lalang, Sepang, near the area, or Klang, the area. So I'm sure that you know where is Cary Island, or you call it Pulau Cary. I think even if you stay in Selangor, you don't know this place. I think that's all from me. I don't want to use so many times. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well done, guys. Well done. Thank you for participating. Joe? Joe? Is Joe over there?
I think his screen is on. I cannot see. Can see.
Yeah, maybe we will continue with the next one.
Okay, let me just share with you the what they call the Ma-Meri while waiting for that. Just show you some pictures about, I'm sure that you all were interested. Let me just share the screen again while waiting for Joe. Okay, now if you look at this one, yeah, this is what we call the indigenous people in Mameri. Okay, it's a Mameri tribe. Okay? In Selangor. Okay, so this is what we call this one. Okay, the Mameri tribe. And just now we mentioned about the, if you're not mistaken, Bhutan. Just show you the flag. See, this is the dragon. And someone mentioned about Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka. I don't think it is, I mean, a dragon. Probably it's a lion. And we also talk about, what else what we mentioned just now? Vatican City. It's very small. So this is Vatican. And we also mentioned about the dark tourism. Let's show you a little bit photograph of dark tourism. Is it scary? And so do you dare to go to this place? And visiting all the battlefield, okay? At least for me, I dare not. Okay. So Joe, pass back to you. Over to you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cha. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so next up is actually about event management. Okay, so it was supposed to be Miss Ng Y. So I think we're still waiting for her to come in.
Joe.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. YE South is an electricity trip, so I will take over her session. Okay. I will continue from here.
Okay. So Dr. Lisa is the program director. So she will be carried forward now for Miss Ng. So yeah, Dr. Lisa, back to you to know more about event management.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, hi students, good afternoon or good evening. I'm Dr. Lisa. So I'm going to cover a bit of sample class of what we have for event management. So the session that we'll be conducting shortly will cover a bit from the introductory module, which will look into the types of event. So what I'm going to do is I will show you a video. Okay, take a look at the video. The video will briefly touch a bit about the different types of events, show you some pictures of what the types of events are, and then pay attention to it. We'll have a few questions after that, which I will post the link and the passcode in the chat so that you can access it after the video completes. Okay, please let me know if you are not able to do any, if you are not able to see the sound. Okay, I'm going to share the screen.
Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about types of events and which one is best for you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, before we begin, every event professional have different opinions when it comes to classification of events or which type of event falls under which category. So you can consider this video as our opinion on types of events. So to start with, let's talk about most popular events amongst us, which is private events. Private events includes weddings, birthday parties, events for small businesses or schools, social gatherings, reunions, etc. Now, there is a reason why these events are classified under private events. These events are always invitation based, which means only particular set of people who are invited attends these events. Talking about nature of these events and what it takes to organize such kind of events, you have to be a people's person, as most of these events are connected with people's emotion. So when they ask you to organize their event, you have to take care of emotional element of the event as well. Just like any other type of event, these events will also force you to come up with creative and innovative ideas. And of course, all other event planners' skills and qualities as well. So if you think above points are something you are looking to work towards, you are all set to step into the private event segment. Second type is corporate events. When talking about corporate event, it is necessary to discuss about MICE. MICE is an acronym for meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. Apart from MICE, corporate events includes product launches, rewards and recognition events, training programs, gala nights, brand promotions, etc. If you are someone who understands the intent of the corporate event or its business rationale and importance of that event for the business, you must get into this segment. Corporate events are definitely not as simple as just planning private events. It requires a lot of work from, let's say, designing collaterals to printing materials to working with n number of suppliers to get the desired output. And dealing with corporate clients is way difficult than private event clients, as corporate clients are working for a brand and in most cases they are smarter than you, well aware of intent of event and what they want from you. So it will definitely need different set of skills to be able to grow in corporate events industry. One big part of corporate event is trade shows and exhibitions. As we just discussed, every other type of event requires different set of skills. In case of exhibitions, one looks after event production and event logistics just like other event types. But in exhibitions, attention to detail becomes really important, as you have to produce hundreds of stalls and booths within a particular span of time. Plus you have to coordinate with almost hundreds of other stall owners and vendors, as producing their stalls and booths or getting it produced from their vendors also falls under your job profile. And on event day, you have to make sure those hundreds of stalls and all other requirements are met on time and they don't face any difficulties. You will learn things like event production, logistics, event licensing, time management, etc. in detail. So these were some of skills and learning one can get from entering exhibition and trade show segment. Third is live or entertainment events. Now this is the type of event which attracts and brings curiosity amongst newcomers and inspire them to step into the event industry. But obviously they later realize event industry is very large and diversified. So events like music concert, festivals, flea markets, sports events, television or movie award shows falls under live events or entertainment events. Live events presents new challenges every single day, whether it be something technical or being able to think of something creative. Live events are fast-paced, fun, glamorous and provides great learning opportunities, as no 2 days are same in this kind of events. You will have to be social and like going out. So if these are some of the qualities you have or willing to pursue, you can definitely step into the live events. Now, apart from these three types of events, there are still some events which can fall under different categories. Events like cultural events, political events, fundraiser or charity events. We did not talk in detail about these events as these are not an industry or big part of event industry in itself like the types of event we discussed. Still, if you want to know more about these events, comment down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And until next time.
Okay, so that was the video regarding types of events. So hopefully you're able to gain some knowledge here in terms of what are different types of events. I'm sure each and every one of you would have already attended some of these events. So now what I'll do is I'm going to put the passcode for you all to join a quiz. Okay, this quiz is on quizzes, so it's actually on Join My Quiz. So if you all can just go to joinmyquiz.com, and once you are in, you can enter the code 26298313. So I will wait a while for students to join the link, okay, for joinmyquiz.com. If you're already in, please let me know. Then I will start the quiz. Probably you can put a chat, say I'm in. So I see around 20 of you. Okay, 26 participants, around 20 of you. Okay, if you all can all join, that'd be great. Okay, I'm going to start the quiz. So let me share screen. Okay, there are only 5 participants. Maybe some of you would like to join. Okay, would still like to join. Okay, now I see 6 participants. Probably I'll wait for another 1 or 2 more, then we can start the game. Okay, I have 7. Thank you. Okay, to not further delay the time, now it's already 5:28, so I'm going to start the game. Okay, I see 9 students joining. All right, so I'm going to start the game, so please take a look at the questions. So I have your first question. Private events are usually by invitation basis. Only particular group of people who are invited will attend the event. Is this true or false? Okay. Right, so we have that. This is true. Next. Okay, what does MICE stands for? So we had that earlier, MICE. So if you can key in MICE, it was stated in the video. Okay, probably you'll take some time. It's going to type in, it's actually for meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. So I see Lee at the top. Okay, third question. Private events includes okay, so you have inclusive of weddings and all. And the fourth question, what is the type of event as shown in the picture? So this was also highlighted earlier in the video. So you actually have booths, you have visitors. So you can see in the picture here. Okay, so it's time's up. It's an exhibition. Okay, fifth question. In the video, live events are described as fun, fast-paced, glamorous, and provides great learning opportunities. Is this true or false? Okay, it's true. So that's all. So hope you all gained some information from this quiz. So that's all for the session for event management. Thank you very much, Jill. Pass back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. So yeah, I hope all of you are having a good sessions to know at least more about the hospitality, the tourism, and also event management. Okay, so the next sessions, don't go just yet. We have just a very interesting session as well to share with you more about Taylor's Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Management School in general, and of course also what are the things, what are the beneficial things you get when you study here, and of course this is also a very important sharing to know about what it is like to study in the current hospitality or tourism or event management degree. What does this degree somehow get you to a job or a career in the future? Okay, a lot of students, especially UEC students, are a bit worried, to be honest, on that. So today we hear from the head of school. Today we hear from the program directors of what our graduates are doing so far this year. So and last year as well, during this pandemic as well. Okay, so we are honored to have the head of school, Dr. Joaquin, today with us to share with you a little bit about Taylor's Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Management program. Okay, then it will be following by each individual program by Dr. Ruth and Dr. Lisa. Okay, so back to you, Dr. Joaquin.
Right. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you for this organization. Thank you for attending this session. Fortunately, I see the number of people are decreasing. I hope things okay. So just now, it was not a program sharing details. It was mostly to share what kind of content could be acquired in the class, what kind of tools that we are using. So ask your friend to come back. The program meetings and briefings are starting now. Okay, so just sharing this info. Going to make it straight to the point. Joe mentioned something interesting here. A lot of people are scared. I think it's the whole world is having this fear and scares. But I hope that everybody is also seeing what is happening, how new businesses are being created, how actually the industry is changing, and it's changing very fast. All right, we are talking about 5G and we are talking about 6G coming soon, and how actually the digital and virtual world in which you all will be involved in the future is actually implemented and being involved in the hospitality, tourism, and events industry. Right. So what Dr. Kewe presented, or Sebuntian or Dr. Lisa, just some part of the knowledge. When we recontextualize all that for future, then it makes the entire learning very different. And this is what the program has been designed for. You can see the screen and my slide here. All right, thanks. So here, moving on. So yes, the whole world have been questioning, and the whole world, don't worry, you won't be the only one. Your parents won't be the only one. Everybody is thinking, is there any future for this industry? Is how fragile can be this industry? We need to be very careful what we say. We need to be very careful what we think. It is globally, a lot of things have been affected. A lot of business have been affected. Now, please don't look at tourism and hospitality or events as the only one. the entire world are being reshaped, and the entire industry, events industry, tourism industry, hospitality industry, is actually reworking on their standards, on their content, on their salary scheme, on their career path, and see actually how things are need to be changed or updated to fit the future of the industry. We have seen, for example, part-time jobs in the hospitality industry to be times by 4 in terms of salaries. I've never seen this kind of increment in only 1 or 2 years. The type of activities being done, if you don't look at only Malaysia, all right? We talk about tourism industry, hospitality industry from a global aspect. And we can look at the micro level from a very local aspect. So there are a lot of things being put in place. Standards are changed, laws are changing, policies are changing, and the whole world is also changing. But there are, so they are changing to sustain, all right? So, and to sustain meaning it won't disappear, right? Tourism will still exist. A human being is still a human being. There is a need for a social life. Which is also the future of your generation, all right? I'm talking from a different generation point of view. And things are very, very different from how I study and how I live my life, and how you will study and how you live your life, and the type of career you will have and so on. So we have shaped and designed curriculums and programs accordingly. Some experts are talking about how the industry will rebound by 2022, 2024, 2023, sorry, and 2024, from a different level, the business, the leisure, how things will be changing here and there. You have seen tourism have changed a lot. Try to go to any place during December is very difficult. Everything was fully booked. And actually, a lot of companies have made more money in 2021 than 2019. Surprisingly, and a lot of companies, yes, some have closed down during the pandemic, but many have been created, and many have actually survived and actually did very well during the pandemic. So be careful what you hear, be careful what you think, and what people say. The media are here to sell newspaper. I need to be very careful with that. The industry, okay, of course, have been hit, but it's not a bad shape. So these 3 years of recovery time is good. I will show you something later. It's good for you to engage on those learning and those new skills and new knowledge. And by the time you graduate, it's also a good time to graduate with the industry fully recruiting massively. It's currently recruiting massively. But they want new type of talent, all right? So those new skills also could be acquired during this time. A lot of hotels being open and opening. If you're in Klang Valley, go in Shah Alam, just the Battery just opened a couple of weeks ago. In KL, there are a couple of hotels opening in the next few months. So yeah, it is happening everywhere. The new type of skills being required, digital, data analytics, so all marketing, PR, so all those kind of new skills are quite important. But what's important is also the multidisciplinary aspect of it. Many companies which are in the service industry, not necessarily tourism, hospitality, are recruiting massively our students because they have this service attitude. It's something very important, and this is why our employment rate is extremely high, right? We are 96, 98%, right? So this is something that I wanted to share with all of you. Not, of course, to force you to join this industry. There is an interest, a passion, there is a content, there's skills, right? It's something special. You know, it's a good job, or there are plenty of different types of jobs, and it's a future career, right? So there are something I wanted to tell you is something we put in place already last year, and we have our students be more innovative and creative. Some also being part of projects, all right, innovation and innovative projects. And those projects are commercializable, all right? Not all the students, when you study hospitality, it's not like you're going to work in a hotel being server or being a bellboy or being a housekeeper. No, we are talking about data analytics, we are talking about marketing, we're talking about managing hotels, we are talking about quality systems, we are talking about managers, we are talking about operations. There are so many different types of jobs, right? So there are this kind of embedment in the curriculum that we have done. Like, it's very interesting for all of you. If you're interested, to let us know. And we're also very involved in competition. Just last year, we have attended a lot of different competitions, international competitions and local competitions, where we differentiate ourselves and show that actually our students have the right attitude, the right capabilities, the right skills to defend themselves in the future world. So they compete against Taiwan, India, Japan, Singapore. The one in hospitality, it was against Switzerland, UK, France, Spain. And we went all there, and we went up to the semi-final with the hospitality, competing with the top hotel school in Switzerland. So our students are all at the level, and we engage very, very importantly on there. We went to China to win a competition in tourism. We went to, when I say we went to, it's virtually, all right? So we went to a competition. The MICE destination marketing was one in Taiwan. So we have done a lot of competitions and won, or being part of semi-final. So we have done all that, and it's something we are very happy, very proud of it. In terms of program, all our undergraduate programs, all right, we are, it was mentioned in the introduction. So yes, we are top 20 in the world, hopefully growing. And this shows, right, definitely our engagement quality with the industry, engagement in research, engagement in quality education. We also have the this dual work, meaning once you graduate from Taylor's, you also graduate from the University of Toulouse in France. So you have these double certifications, very valuable and very well recognized. So it's like passports, right? Going to everywhere in the world with these two certificates. And we have this Taylor's curriculum framework. Why I mentioned about that is because you can have a major in tourism, in hospitality, in events management, and do a minor in accounting, in business, in data analytics, in marketing. And so this gives you certain skills and specialized skills in a different domain. Multidisciplinary approach are very important for the future. So it's something that it is very important that during your studies at the school or at Taylor's, then actually you're very engaged with the future skills, which are very important. Right, so I will end there. So this is just slide just to show that we are very engaged. We have done like more than 200 webinars for the past 2 years with the industry and professionals. And this shows our engagement. So I will leave the floor to Dr. Ruth or Teresa to continue with a bit details on the program itself. Right, thank you very much. And Dr. Ruth sharing the screen already. Right, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Joachim. Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Gio, for organizing this session for all of us. And yes, it is sad to see that the number is dropping, I think because it's raining outside, and that's why the kids are just moving around. All right, just to give you a brief about the different programs, because this is the most important session that we are waiting for. We're going to talk to you and run you through the various programs that we have in the School of Hospitality, Tourism and Events. So likewise, I come from the program of Bachelor of International Hospitality Management Honors program, and this is a bachelor program that is ranked 17th in the world among the in the QS World University rankings for the Hospitality and Leisure Management category. And Mr. Chu Bun Thian is also from the same program as mine, and yes, we teach and we groom hospitality graduates. All right, I just like to start with a story. And you see two different professionals out here. Both of them are Taylor's alumni. I mean, one of them on my left is Miss Abigail Wan. She is a graduate from business school, right? But she is currently the HR manager at Le Méridien Putrajaya, one of the largest hotel brands belongs to the largest hotel brands, which is Marriott International. And on my right is Dini Wan. She is a BIHM hospitality graduate, but currently she's managing she's part of the accounting firm Commission Factory in KL. See, they have switched their careers. So hospitality is such that gives you a lot of versatility and gives you a lot of options and opportunities, that you don't need to stick with one job forever. You know, that's what Dr. Joachim was showing with a lot of examples, with a lot of numbers, right? And these are the people who are living their dreams accordingly. So what do you expect in the industry or in the course that you're going to do with us? First thing is the shift that the industry is looking for. I do not know how many of you paid attention to what Dr. Joachim mentioned, especially to the part that you don't need to be a waiter, you don't need to be in the front office only. You know, there's a lot of room to it. Even the industry is expecting so much of changes in the graduates itself, you know. So a hospitality career is no longer looking into your skills, your operations, but they want you to be really tech savvy, right? And they want you to be data analysts, they want you to read the numbers, they want you to interpret the numbers for them. How is it going to be in the next quarter, in the coming year or year end, or even for the upcoming festival season, you know, how is it going to be? And apart from it, sustainability matters. So everything around sustainability. And if you notice Dr. Chia's session, he spoke a lot about tourism places. You know, a lot of places are embracing sustainability. So we are looking into these aspects as well. And apart from it, industry engagements is something that we really cannot run away from. So like in one of the slides Dr. Joachim shared, he shared a lot of posters where you see a lot of industry experts coming into classrooms and they share the industry expertise to the students, you know. So it's not only the lecturers that teach the class and the lessons to students, but we also have industry experts, right? And we have specialized courses while you do your program with us itself, and we also focus on key market, right? So these are the trends that the industry itself is looking for. So what do we have in the academia, right? So when we say that industry is shifting, we are also shifting. So like what you saw in Dr. Joachim's slide, right? I have to go back to Dr. Joachim's slide because he preceded our presentations and he already set the way for us, right? So he spoke about competitions. So you, if you are a part of our school, like either School of Hospitality, Tourism and Events, you will be subjected to a lot of global competitions. You know, it's not just local competitions, but it's global competitions. And we are a lot of innovation driven curriculum, you know. Mr. Chu Bun Tian, his module, he's a module expert of hotel innovation management, you know, and he drives innovation in his module, in his assignments, in his assessments. So we just cannot run away from innovation and industry embedded projects. And we also bring in the entrepreneurial mindset to our students. So how you will manage a business, how you are going to go about it, what would you do for a startup? And you know, some of Mr. Chu's students are also looking into startups as part of his projects during his module itself, you know. And finally, we have multidisciplinary learning. That means you're not only caught up with hospitality students. In your class, you have students from IT, you have students from communication, you have students from education. You all sit down together and you work on your assignments, but not for all modules, for certain modules, you know. So it gives you a holistic approach to your study. So it's not very focused only in the hospitality pedagogy, but we are hospitality pedagogy embedded in competitions, innovation, industry and entrepreneurship, as well as multidisciplinary learning, right? So if you look at a pathway of a BIHM graduate, you know, so when you start off, and when you graduate you get a dual award degree, right? That is one from Taylor's as well as one from University of Toulouse, right? So you get a dual certificate from us, and during your course of 3 years journey of your bachelor degree with us, you have a lot of industry integrated engagements, you know, and you have your service classes, you have your practical classes, you have your operation classes, you have your tutorial classes. So you're subjected to a lot of excitement during the learning journey. And apart from it, the complementary study package, you can specialize in hospitality and then you can pick up some minor package, maybe in events management, or maybe in finance, or maybe in business, or maybe in communication, whatever interests you. Or you say, no miss, I want to go and study outside in Netherlands or in the UK or in Finland. Yes, why not? We also give you an opportunity to pay your fees here at Taylor's, but go and study in Netherlands. This is one of the picture of our BH students who went to Netherlands to do a semester exchange, right? And apart from it, we also have fast track career pathway program, which is you will be selected and adopted by industry like Marriott International, we have Hilton, we have IHG Hotel Group, right? You name the hotel, Marriott, Mandarin Oriental, they come in, they select you. On this, in this slide itself, if you see on my left, there's a group of students selected by Hilton, and here the student is selected by Holiday Inn Express KLCC, right? So finally, you are tuned into a fine hospitality graduate. So this is your pathway in the program, like Bachelor of International Hospitality Management in the School of Hospitality, Tourism and Events. So as a graduate, you are exposed to so many features, you know, like innovation and entrepreneurship driven curriculum, global competitions, unique learning experience, you know, and industry engagements, online and remote internships. This morning we had an interview for a student who's going for semester exchange on a full scholarship. So she had to come for an interview. And when I spoke to her, I've met her a couple of times on Zoom call, and she says, Miss, this is my second year, you know, I've completed 2 years without even coming to the university. But now she's going to travel to Manchester United Metropolitan Manchester United University in UK. Just imagine, she's never been to Taylor's, but she's already going for a semester exchange, and in a final semester she's coming to our university. So this is what is unique to you, you know, you curate your own pathway in the program itself, and industry engagements, and of course online and remote internships. So this is the overview of a Bachelor of International Hospitality Management graduate. So I just would like to share this video, a very quick one, which is the Hotel Takeover project, where the students of hospitality, International Hospitality Management Bachelor Degree Program students run a hotel for 5 days. Just watch and the excitement.
Oh no, there is like a guest who called.
You know, there's some relative in the room. I haven't heard from him for 2 days.
That room has been on DND, which is like do not disturb, for 2 days.
He has got a history of just recovered from a heart attack.
He knocked on the door. I said that I was the general manager. It was latched, so you couldn't open it fully. We actually managed to get the engineer to break the latch so that we could go in. It was well, in general, this entire takeover program was really, really interesting. I really do enjoy being a GM. It has pushed me beyond my comfort zone, actually. Now this has really put me in a position that you have to make decisions, you have to learn how to delegate, you have to learn how to speak in front of a huge group of people. The general manager made me going rounds and like inspecting, making sure everything's running smoothly.
It's very stressful, honestly, because you have like people reporting to you, and if they did something wrong, then everything comes back to you, and then you can't complain about it because you're responsible for it and you took up the jobs.
It's been really fun, I suppose. Getting to know all those people, not learning about all the system in the hotel is like quite different from what you usually have at home.
With this experience, I'm able to be more aware of like how proactive you actually need to be as a GM.
We always know that Taylor's always give us good quality students. As industry players, we want potential workforce that understand how a hotel works and not afraid to step up and make that call and make that decision.
Right, so join the hospitality industry, join BIHM. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Lisa.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Yeah, I see that the numbers are like 21, including us. So I will make it very, very quick. Just let me share my screen. I'll be covering both the see my screen. Right. As introduced earlier, I'm Dr. Lisa, I'm Program Director for both the Events Management as well as the Tourism Bachelor of International Tourism Management program. So these two programs are also offered under the School of Hospitality, Tourism and Events. I'm going to go through some of the information pretty quick because I think information about the school, about the industry, moving forward, what is it, has already been covered by Dr. Joachim. So I'm just going to go through a bit about the activities that programs, so in case some of you are wondering, what do you actually do in an events management or tourism management program and what do you really have? Okay, just to show you that in the session, okay, the trial session earlier on conducted by myself and also Dr. Chia. So you have some rough information like in tourism side, okay, you will have things about destinations, you talk about airlines, and then also what Dr. Chia highlighted in his sessions with the questions showing you flags and so on. That is part of the geography. You learn about destinations, you learn about tourist places, airline, airports, and so on. Whereas for events management, yes, you cover all the different types of events, how to manage it, things behind the scenes, things in front, okay, where you are like the visitor, okay, going for an event and so on, whether it's the different types of events, if it's an entertainment event, a corporate event, a private event, okay, weddings, social events, or sports events, and so on. So you have all these different areas. And what these areas are will be embedded within the program, okay, in which we have the Bachelor of International Tourism Management program with Events Management program. So these two programs that we have here, I'll firstly touch a bit about the events management program. Okay, what is good, what's so great about our program is we're highly recognized, okay, particularly because of the ranking of the school itself in terms of hospitality and leisure management is 17th in the world. And we are also not only in terms of ranking, but we are highly recognized by the industry, where our program itself has been awarded the Business Events Education Excellence Award Program by the Malaysian Association of Conventions and Exhibition Organizers and Suppliers back in 2019. And in the same year, we also received for international accreditation as the International Center of Excellence by the Asia Pacific Institute for Events Management. Okay, we are also very, very strongly related to our industry partners. And we have a lot of opportunities for students for event exposure, which I'll show you some of the pictures of the activities that our students have done with the industry. And highlighting again competitions, yes, we do have our students providing them the opportunity to groom them, to take part in national as well as international level competitions, which also provides a different unique learning experience. Because of the complementary study program that we have, students have the opportunity to decide, you want more international exposure, you can go for semester exchange program. Okay, as what Dr. Ruth has highlighted as well. Okay, you don't have to pay the fees to another university, just pay to TALES, and then you can spend a semester abroad in any of our partner university. Or you feel that you want to open your own event business later on, you can take up a minor or even a second major itself relating to entrepreneurship to really develop your skills in that area. And there's a lot of different opportunities, okay, for students who graduate from program. It doesn't mean that you study events management, you can only work in an event company. The opportunity is a lot. You can open your own event company. Yes, you can be working in any companies across various industry where they will require some form of event management services within the company itself. So I'm just gonna share with you some profiles of our graduates. Okay, we have like Cary, he's the director and owner of Delta Sdn Bhd, which is an online platform. It's more on e-commerce and so on, but he also organizes marketing and sales events for his company. Then we have Jason, who is the business development manager and owner. He's the first batch of our graduate. Okay, so he actually owns Ignatius Asia. It runs a lot of different types of events for property, product launching, company team building events and activities. So we have different range and even sports events. And we have Zoe, okay, is the founder of Woods Event, started this events company during pandemic during MCO in 2020. So she really developed a lot of skills and everything from the program and ventured out into organizing a lot of online events during the pandemic. So you can see that there's opportunity to develop entrepreneurship skills as well as opportunity for you to utilize those skills in other areas across various industry. And just to highlight some activities, okay, even though our classes throughout the pandemic, we had no issues with that. Classes still goes on, learning still continue. We have our students running different events, activities. Some were hybrid, some were online. So in the last 2020, 2021 itself, we have these final year projects that our students have done. So in November, they did a prof action, then they did a workshop, Art and Soul in June, a Hype It Up event, and also around the world in 2020. So these are some other activities where our students engage with industry partners to organize events for them, okay, on campus as well as outside. We get our students to organize their live event projects, partnering with different partners from the industry. We bring our students for visits. And then most importantly, what I've mentioned earlier is about competitions. So even though we had online competitions, we're still able to groom our students to take part in online competition, just like the most recent one for the MICE Destination Marketing Contest 2021. So that is where our students actually won in 3 different categories, 2 first prize and 1 third prize for this particular competition, okay, competing with institutions from other places. And all the other ones that you can see, Africa, Asia MICE Youth Challenge, we have Business and Major Events Challenge, and also new norm in developing business events. So we have that. And we are strongly engaging industry partner to come and teach, again, conduct guest lectures for our students. So you can see from the posters here. Then this is our fast track program. Okay, we call it as our elite program together with Masters, where students are adopted in their 2nd year. And they will have workshops and everything conducted and tie in with their internship with this company. So under Masters, there are a lot of members ranging from events, company that does fashion shows, companies that does exhibitions, okay, company that does conferences and all the different types of events and even festivals. So moving on to tourism management. So what differs tourism management from events management? Events management is really more on planning, the aspect of designing the concept of event and so on. Tourism management, on the other hand, look into more of a different area like destination. You can think about how to develop a place as a potential tourist spot, okay, how to market a place to get more tourists to visit the place, okay, and how to come up with new tourism product, how to use strategically brand a destination and so on. So under the tourism program, we have the first Pacific Asia Travel Association Malaysia Tailored Student Chapter, okay, in Malaysia, which is linked to a lot of other student chapters within the region. There are a lot of activities that the student conduct, okay, and also work closely with the PATA Malaysia chapter as well as PATA HQ in Bangkok. And we are also having strong industry linkages and academic recognition where we have top professors, okay, and academics from top universities relating to the area of tourism that conducts lecture sessions where we have our tourism speaker series conducted every semester for all our modules, okay, sharing the topics, sharing their ideas and so on. And some of these are actually top authors within the area of tourism management. Again, we also send out students for global competitions. Similarly, they have a different unique learning experience in which they can plan their own study plan to decide what skills, what knowledge, or what modules that they actually want to take in order to equip themselves by the time they graduate. And their final year project, Tourism Integrated Project, is something that it's really looking into the community, working closely with tourism bodies, tourism officials, and so on to organize their final year project. Okay, so I'll be showing you some activities later on, but I just want to share you some of the graduates from the program. So we have JC Wong. Okay, JC here, she is our batch, the 3rd batch of our graduate. She is currently the program and content director with Talent Basket, okay, based in, started in US itself, okay, where it's a virtual workplace platform that brings in people from all around the world to focus on projects, okay, looking into tourism projects, okay, looking into online digital aspect for tourism officers, bureaus, and so on. Again, a lot of other different companies and clients that they have. Then we also have Chris, sustainability data analyst, who's with an airline company, okay, but at the same time focusing on the sustainability aspect of the company itself. And we have Imran, who's a product portfolio executive for TUI International Holiday Malaysia. So they focus a lot on dealing with hotels, they deal with airline companies, they deal with other agencies and so on in terms of the packaging of their products. So you can see in tourism management, it's not only about, oh, I plan a tour, I sell a tour package. It's a lot of opportunities. It's very wide. You can be venturing into different things. You can even be focusing on destination planning, okay, or even focusing on destination branding perspective. So there's different areas that you can look into. So these are just some of the activities, field trips, projects that the students have done within the tourism management program. And this is what the student under the Bhutan Malaysia Tailored Student Chapter have conducted in terms of visit to aviation center. They've done projects, they've done like a summer program with Bangkok University before. They've visited nursery, tree planting society, and so on. Then this is also one of the activity that has been done and organized by the Bhutan Malaysia Tailored Student Chapter. Some of the webinars, talks, and forums where I have highlighted earlier, we do engage a lot of industry as well as professors who are experts in their respective field of study. Again, this is the international competition that we managed to get our students to take part last year in China ASEAN College Student International Tourism. So students competed with a lot of Chinese universities and a lot of other universities within the ASEAN and Asia region. And students, the two groups of students, one won the first prize, another won the third prize. Then we also obtained the opportunity for our students to take part in the United Nations World Tourism Organization, or UNWTO Students League competition, where they took part in two categories. One was on plastic reduction, and another one was on community engagement and development. So these are some of the opportunities that we have. And if you are thinking, where do you want to go, what you're going to do later on by the time you finish, so these are just some ideas and not limited to this list of what you can look into in terms of careers in events and tourism. So if it's more on the event side, it will be on planning, entrepreneur, exhibition, sporting event, venue manager, and production and logistics. Whereas for tourism side, it can be on destination branding, tour office, travel bureau, travel consultant, travel journalist, or even a travel retail manager. Okay, so that's on my side. Main thing is remember that what you want to do, your own choice, your own decision, you must be comfortable with the career choice of your own. Again, if you have any questions, you would like to know more about programs, you can drop me an email at lisa.to@taylors.edu.my. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Joe. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. Thank you once again, Dr. Joachim, Dr. Ruth, and Dr. Chiu, and Mr. Chiu, and soon to be Dr. Chiu, yep, and Dr. Chia as well. So yeah, thank you so much for staying all the while. So for those students, kudos for those students who stay as long as you can. Thank you so much. So I'm glad these sessions went well, so that you know at least. So we have quite a lot of students from Kuan Ching High School. Okay, thank you so much. And Sun Jin as well, Puchong Utama, and Pei Ming. Ming should be definitely not from Klang Valley. So yep, so thank you once again for all. And then hopefully, if we have, like I mentioned, like Jai mentioned earlier, this is not going to be just these sessions. So we are going to have a follow-up. Meaning like if you want to walk around the campus, which is very important for your decisions in making which university to join. Okay, so we will definitely be more than welcome to just welcome you around, to show you around. Okay, so yeah, be sure to get in touch with your so-called CourseMap person who take care of you. Okay, so if you have anything, you can just message them and arrange a tour. So we welcome you in campus to walk around as well. Okay, so yeah, with that, thank you so much once again, CourseMap, for having us today. So we'll pass back to Jai. Over back to you, Jai.
Thank you very much, Joe. Thanks to all the lecturers for spending time till 6:10 now. Thank you very much for the beautiful session. Now I'm gonna be using Mandarin to end my session. It's gonna be a very quick one. Let me share my screen, yeah. Okay. So 同学们，如果是你们已经想好了 Taylor 是你们想要读的大学，然后你们已经想好了 Hospitality 是你们想要 go 的那个 pathway，then 你可以留意我们的 e-registration week 会在下个星期，我们会 send out invitation 给你 ，so just 留意我们的 message 就可以了 ，OK？ 我们会跟你讲 Taylor 的墙上刚才有跟你讲 World Ranking 很高，对不对 ？So 如果你们想要看 campus 啊什么的都可以来找我们 ，OK？ 所以这个星期或是下个星期，或者是可能你有做工，你想要迟一点点去看大学都可以的 ，All right？And then 所有的报名程序啊，我们都会帮到你。And then 如果是你还没有想好，或你觉得我已经决定了我要 Taylor，but 我还没有想好我要读什么样的 program。就是可能你们想好大学还没有想好 program 的，你也可以来找我们先做 course guidance， 了解了全部科系先，然后才来决定 ，OK？ 我们会帮你比较 scholarship。Taylor 里面也是有很多不同种类的 scholarship 的，所以我们可以帮你比较 to make sure 你拿到最高的那个 ，all right？And then 做 university comparison and also 带你去看大学。So 如果是你想要contact 我们的话 ，just reply to 那个 person in charge 就可以了，就是下午3点的那个人。Okay, and these are the lucky winners for lucky draw. Congratulations! 等一下你们 just drop 一个 text 去我们的 IGDM, and then 我的colleague 就会把那个钱 transfer 给你。All right. 如果大家有什么问题的话 ，I'll be here till about 6:15. 如果没有什么问题的话 ，that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Thank you, Jill. See you all, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Okay, I think it's only us. I'll be ending the call now, yeah? Thank you very much.
Jenny?
Yes, hi.
Yeah, just want to know, it's what kind of talks that you think the student would like to have? Because we were doing something without knowing exactly what they would like to have or hear.
Mostly students would like to have like physical kind of thing, but we're trying to make it on the next event. Next will be doing the next try and see by February. All right. Okay. So by then we'll be sending out invitations to Taylor's as well. And then we would prefer like maybe beverage if y'all can make it. Like let students to try maybe to make latte or cappuccino or something like that. So they have a little exposure on the program. Anything that would give them more hands-on basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's possible. So the number like from 34 to
because
16.
the date has been changed as well. So like some of the students cannot make it too. That's like a bit of drop here. And due to the rain, my student texted me like the connection wasn't very good, so he didn't call as well. So sad. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we'll see in February. Yeah. Anything let us know. We'll see what we can do.
All right.
According to what they like to do.
Thank you.